Good afternoon, everybody. It's August 26th. It's a rainy Monday. I'm Jennifer Palumbo alongside Seth Phillips, but we're coming off a nice weekend.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was beautiful on Saturday. Did you have any outdoor plans, hopefully?
I emceed the Splash, which benefits the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, which was really nice, but it was inside. So, you know. But it was a great weekend to be
going
outside.
to it and going away from it, you were.
Yes.
I mean, it was wonderful out there. Yeah, I went to the Distillery District for the first time in a while. I had never been. I've been there before, but I went down to Manchester, and they had the new brewery and the new cider place.
There's a lot going on down there.
Yeah, right there by Town Branch. So I was like, I got to go check these places out. Well, on my ride home, the Uber driver had the window cracked down just a little bit, and I had my face like.
It's the time when you don't complain because it feels so good.
I was letting the breeze hit my face, but I looked like a dog. I was like, with my tongue hanging out my mouth. And so I mean, that was fun. So I did that. But I mean, it was a good weekend. It just felt good outside. So I really hope that everyone had a chance to get out and enjoy it because things are changing. Obviously today it's rain out there across.
We've needed some though.
We do. Yeah, I mean, it's dry out there, but I mean, when you have a weekend like what you just had, you want a lot of weather like that.
I'd rather though have the nice weekend and let it rain during the weekend.
Well,
we need it nice for the UK home opener coming up next weekend,
it's going to be wonderful.
All the high school games, and
No, it's going to be a
that.
great looking weekend coming up for the UK home opener. Let's hope that it stays that way.
Yes.
So that of course is good news. All right, well on today's show, it's on reporter Toby Brown goes back to school as classes begin at UK. We're talking about events and other activities coming up at UK as well. And Lawrenceburg has a new event this year, the Stave Festival. Here's what's on now. People are still talking about John Calipari's round of golf with former President Barack Obama.
Coach Cal posting photos on social media on Friday, but they're still being talked about online. He shared the post saying he played 18 holes with Barack Obama and got to spend 4 hours chatting with him in the cart. He said it was the greatest round of golf that you could ever play, and Obama played well. Coach Cal said his friend Robert Wolf set up the match. Fans also noticing that the golf cart they were in, 44th president, the golf cart had a 45 on it. So just some eagle-eyed people just speculating about what that does or doesn't mean and what it is. But yeah, a lot of people talking about it.
How cool though that Cal gets to play golf with a former president. You know, I mean that just blows my mind.
And I love that. That's the greatest picture. I mean, just so happy. He doesn't get much time to play golf. He's always busy recruiting and working. So to be able to do something like this.
90% of his year is really busy and doing things, and he gets to go play golf with Obama. I guess you live the good life sometimes when you are a college football coach. But that happens. All right, congratulations to a former UK star. Speaking of UK, DeMarcus Cousins. He married his longtime girlfriend, Morgan Lang, Saturday in Atlanta. The Kentucky Wildcats were well represented with John Wall and Eric Bledsoe as groomsmen, and Anthony Davis even caught the garter.
It's like an all-star lineup at his wedding. And he got injured again. He's now with the Lakers, and it's a good weekend for him and some happy news.
Oh yeah, when you've got a UK's who's who at your wedding.
Yes.
Can you imagine all the people that were there just as fans who knew the family and are with the family, but they're also huge Kentucky fans.
And that they're all such good fans still, after their time at Kentucky and being in each other's weddings.
And
just
getting to
how great
meet
that is.
These people, maybe even for the first time, I can only imagine how much fun that wedding would have been. So,
well, also this weekend there was an NFL shocker. Andrew Luck saying he's out of the game for good. The Indianapolis Colts quarterback announced his retirement Saturday night, saying constant injuries have taken the joy out of the game. The 29-year-old was on the sidelines for the Colts' third preseason game. They lost to the Chicago Bears. And some of the fans actually booed Luck as he walked off the field. The early retirement ends high hopes for the #1 pick from the 2012 draft. He led the Colts to the playoffs in his first 3 seasons in the NFL. And you just have to think he's 29 years old. I just don't see a scenario where he's wanted to retire. This decision is just where you can't do the game you love anymore, and how hard that must have been for him to make that decision.
I honestly think that there is something else happening behind the scenes that we just don't know about. Because I mean, okay, I get that you're 29 years old, you've taken some hits. I mean, quarterback is the most precious position out of everything when it comes to the NFL, especially as a young quarterback who's coming into the league and really making a name for himself, which he has absolutely done. But to announce a retirement,
well, some fans complained about the timing and
when it was. That's the thing. 2 preseason games already in the books, and then all of a sudden he's like, I can't do it. I cannot do this anymore. At 29 years old, I think that there's got to be something else going. I mean, we may never know, but just. The timing seems weird to me.
But it had to be tough decision.
But no excuse for those fans to be booing somebody out of the
They
stadium.
should wish him well. He's done a lot for that team.
Brought them to the playoffs.
Right.
It's an absolute cheap shot. I don't agree with it. All right. Oh, my read again? All right. The first day of school can take a lot of students.
Reading the teleprompter is hard sometimes.
I know. I don't really know how to do this yet. Just ask this adorable 5-year-old girl Lucy's back-to-school photos have gone viral.
This.
Yeah, I know. Mom Jillian posted this side-by-side comparison of Lucy before she left for school and how she looked at the end of the day. Lucy looking pristine before school and frazzled after school. When her mom asked Lucy how she ended up looking that way, she said she had a great day at school playing with her friends.
Yeah, some people might say she looks frazzled. That to me looks like a girl who had a really great day of just playing and going all out.
Hitting the dirt, having a good time. Hey, she could play quarterback. We'll put her in Andrew Luck's position. She looks like she could handle the boys.
She looks like a tough kid.
I think so. Absolutely. All right, a photographer runs a Facebook page, SAS Photo, which is an educational nonprofit page. Oh my gosh, showing bald eagles and other raptors. He happened to catch this shot of what appears to be a bald eagle relieving himself. The photographer posted the photo with the caption, "That was not me." He said a gooey duck, clam buried in the sand, happened to surface and squirt water. Perfect timing for the shoot.
It's all about the timing and the angle, making it look like something it wasn't. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you are what you eat, they say, and the same goes for crows. In a study published in the journal The Condor, an ornithologist at Hamilton College in New York discovered American crows are eating more cheeseburgers and human leftovers, and it's affecting their cholesterol. The study looks at how urban living affects the health of American crows and what happened to a rural population when burgers became part of their diet. The team tested 140 crows over a span of 3 years and found the more urban the bird, the higher the cholesterol. Studies show cholesterol did not play a part in the crow's life expectancy, but did find that crows living in urban areas had a shorter lifespan. Crows will eat anything. If you've ever been around them, if you have anything sitting out, it's gone.
What this study is saying is in about 20 years, we're going to be seeing crows on New York park benches, pot-bellied out, grizzled face.
Living the good life.
But living the homeless life and just eating all their burgers that they find off the side of the park. No, that is hilarious. Yeah. That the rural birds are like, look at us, we're all fit.
I know.
You know, we're supposed to be the top of the species, and then you got these New York birds who are like, fat.
Give us the burgers.
Enjoying their life. All right, Tesla vehicles come in with autopilot feature, by the way, and it looks like one driver put it to the test. A couple was driving down the highway near Los Angeles this weekend when they noticed a guy in a Tesla, one lane over, looked like he was sleeping. The couple took the video, and the man says the Tesla was going about 70 to 75 miles per hour, but the car stayed in its lane the whole time. Tesla says the autopilot feature is not an invitation to take a snooze, saying it's for a fully attentive driver who has their hands on the wheel and can take over at any time. The family who recorded this video didn't end up calling the police because they say the guy eventually woke up and no one got hurt.
I wonder if it was just a straight shot in the car, or because this is what concerns me about these autopilot cars, that this is what is going to happen. And they've actually had a couple crashes that were caused in test drives of these vehicles. This is actually a car on the interstate, and if you didn't know that was a Tesla and you just saw that guy cruising by, asleep at the wheel, that would be, I
wouldn't do it.
If I wasn't driving and I was the passenger, I probably would have called 911, but I guess,
If you spend that kind of money on a Tesla and you feel like taking a snooze, I don't recommend it.
Yes.
But I guess that's your prerogative. Just don't be surprised when you crash into someone else because they have no idea what you're doing.
Right.
It's a good idea, but I don't think that it's been proven yet that these cars are safe on the road.
More work has to be done.
Don't fall asleep while driving.
Well, this is huge news for Breaking Bad fans. It's the moment they've been waiting for. The first trailer for El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. Netflix just released it this weekend. Take a look.
I don't know what to tell you. I ain't said like 500 times already. I have no idea where he is. Don't know where he's headed either. North, south, west, east, Mexico, the moon. I don't have a clue. But yo, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Because I've been watching the news, same as everybody else. I seen that little cage of his they kept him in. I heard about what all they did to him to make sure he kept cooking. So sorry. I don't know what to tell you. No way I'm helping you people put Jesse Pinkman back inside a cage.
The movie is the sequel to the show, which picks up shortly after the series finale. It's been 6 years since that final episode aired on AMC, and it hits Netflix October 11th.
Big Breaking Bad fan?
I have never seen it.
Oh.
I know I'm missing out. Everybody tells me that.
It really is a fantastic show.
I just feel like it was on for so long that it would take me forever to get caught up.
That's the best.
Can I just watch the movie if I don't watch the show?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can, but
okay.
You're not going to make any sense to you. All right, Disney fans are getting their first look at the new punk rock look for Cruella de Vil. Emma Stone plays the evil dog napper in the upcoming movie Cruella. It explores the origins of the villain from the classic 101 Dalmatians. Similar to the old character, Stone's Cruella wears a two-toned black and white hairstyle, has red lips and black eye makeup. Instead of her signature fur coat, though, she's wearing leather head to toe. Cruella hits theaters in May of 2021.
Has like a Tim Burton look to it. He's not doing this movie.
He's not doing
because that's what some of the fans were saying.
I immediately looked at that photo and I'm like, that's got to be Tim Burton.
Right.
Because that's his style. That's his kind of look
feel.
and persona of a movie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I love it. I like the updated. A lot of people aren't fans of all these reboots, but this isn't really a reboot. This is more of like a look at Cruella,
and
where
how
she came from, and why she's so obsessed with Dalmatians for some reason.
I'm in for it.
I have no idea, but no, that's great. I love the new look. So. Good on her. Can't wait for the movie to come back out. All right, well, classes are back in session.
Our reporter Toby Brown is on UK's campus to see how the first day is going next on It's On.